Watch punktv.ca for all the best modern rock videos and interviews.
Got CA here. I'm sitting here with James. So how are you?
I'm
Other
good.
than exhausted,
I know. I'm good though.
You're good?
Yeah.
And basically, last stop, Happy Town, came out in June. What has it been like just touring in support of this album?
It's been a lot of fun. So it's a Reggie tour, so it's with all my friends,
Right.
and it's just surrounded by people that I've known for a really long time. So it's kind of like the people that I hang out at with home.
Right.
My friends from Long Island and stuff. Like I bring them with me
Oh,
on
that
tour.
sounds like fun.
So it's kind of like, the same stuff, like, it's the same dumb arguments in the morning when it's like, what are you doing that for? That's stupid.
Yeah.
Why do you watch that show? That show sucks.
That's what keeps it real,
It's just,
You need
it makes it normal.
Exactly.
So it's not like I don't have people like walking around kissing my butt all day going like, wow, you're so great. It's like, they're like,
You're
dude, you need to get up.
badass.
You need to load. It's like, okay, I'm coming.
And what is this album, would you say making this album was more difficult since it was personal for you?
Oh no, actually making it was real easy.
Really?
Because it was so personal. Like it's real weird that songs that really are like that kind of emotion and whatever, it's a lot they write themselves pretty much.
It just flows out.
Yeah,
That's
it took
awesome.
the writing it took a little bit of time, and then recording it took 13 days.
That's
So it was
awesome.
we knew where to go with it. So
Yeah, and a lot of bands try to write songs, because this was about your time with rehab. They would write about the situation and their troubles, but you wrote more about your travel to there.
Yeah.
That's really
I
interesting.
wrote about how I
Come up
got
with
to that
concept.
point of needing to go.
Right.
And the embarrassment of realizing that you fucked up really bad, and how basically how much I've disappointed all these other people and disappointed myself, and basically just felt like a waste of space, to the point of depression, but yet I'm not a depressed person. So I kept justifying it with well, now you gotta get better.
Right.
That's the thing. Always look for that light at the end of the tunnel, or
Right. It's very positive. And what were some of the thoughts that were going through your head while you were on those trains and while you were getting there?
Well, the first day, my thought was this is freaking weird.
Yeah.
But the thing I was thinking was I have to do this, 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 and then after being there, the train home was glad this is over.
Right.
And then I have to go back the next day, and you're like, crap,
Gotta do this again. Yeah.
And then after 3 months, you're like, oh man, when is this gonna be over? And then because you wait almost for those people to tell you that you're normal again,
Right.
and you're ready to
And
enter
you feel
the
like
world.
you're normal.
Yeah, the whole after the first day, it felt fine.
Yeah.
Because it was just so freaky, because it was in Brooklyn, and it was kind of scary. There were some really odd characters there,
Yeah.
and it was I was the only white kid, and not even a white kid. I was 28, so it was a white adult, but it was just bizarre. Where I was saying say that I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, and people were like, "What are you doing up here?
Yeah, what?
This city will kill you." And it's no, this city's a lot of fun. That's the problem. This city's a great time.
The city that never dies.
Yeah,
Never sleeps.
it's everything's 24 hours a day, so it's
Definitely, yeah. There's a lot of life and there's a lot of partying going on.
Yeah, there's parties 24 hours a day.
For sure. And you play a lot of different instruments. When did you realize that you had such a musical ear and such a talent?
When I was really little, 3 years old, my brother was allowed to take piano lessons, and I was real bummed. So I would learn what he was learning, and my mom put me in piano, and I took it, and then got real sick of it because I didn't like the music that the teacher was making me play. So I started writing my own music, and then took it again through junior high and stuff, and then I moved on to drums too, and then picked up guitar and bass through junior high.
You just self-taught everything?
Yeah.
Oh,
except for piano and percussion.
Right.
I actually studied, so.
Oh, that's really badass. And not only are you playing your own set, but you're playing Leathermouth as well. How do you keep yourself going and strong and healthy?
Gatorade.
Electrolytes.
Yeah, that's really it. Because you sweat so much that it's
Definitely.
but then there's also the adrenaline and stuff. But it was we were making a joke that it's oh, I had to quit doing fucking drugs before the tour where I'm doing the most work. Which is almost ironic in itself, where it's oh man.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's good.
Definitely, and seeing those fans, I bet, was enough to spark that.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, like, the Reggie fans and Leathermouth fans and like Mike Kim fans and Get Up Kid fans, Coalesce fans, like Newfound Glory fans have all been real supportive and been like, yo, you know, we want you to get better.
You have a great variety.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can pull from all these different resources, and you know, and everybody's really cool about stuff.
That's awesome. Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's things that really like you don't hear about from people, but like almost every single family in the United States has like some form of like someone in their family that's gone through the same thing, and everybody kind of relates in their own way.
It very, like, especially, you know, everybody goes through tough times in general.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That in itself is something that people can relate to, for sure. And you're working on the next My Chem album. Can you tell us a little bit about that, how the process was?
I'm not really working on it.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Oh, wow. How was the tour like then?
Yeah, well, like, because we're out here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I don't know what they're up to with that. So.
But will you be in the future?
I don't
know.
Oh, it's up to them.
It's exciting. You don't know what's next.
Yeah.
And on this album, you work with a couple different people from different bands. If you could work with anybody, who would it be?
Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond. Ooh, that's a badass.
Gotta write some hits.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Catchy tune for you.
Yep.
Yeah. And you hear about all these downsides of being in a band, such as traveling, you know, and doing all these things. What makes you want to keep going, and have you ever thought, hey, you know, I don't want to do this anymore?
I've wondered like where, like, you know, like where will I draw the line of like doing it and like moving to just like strictly songwriting for like other people or stuff like that, and not performing anymore. But I think that's kind of like when your body just gives out.
You just can't do it.
Yeah, because then you look at people like Neil Diamond who still do 2.5 hour sets a night.
It's ridiculous.
And it's like, damn, all right, gotta keep going.
Go bench a couple ways, you know?
If Neil can do it, then hey, why not anybody?
Exactly, and as long as you're having fun doing it.
Yeah, that's the thing also, is like as long as you're having fun.
Right, then
like,
why not?
When it becomes not fun, then you should know, like, you should change something.
Exactly. And Punk TV has 2 questions that we ask all of our interviewees. The first one is, have you seen an alien, a ghost, or the face of God?
Neither. Neither.
Yeah, neither have I, so we're good. And what would surprise people to learn most about Reggie and the Full Effect?
It really shocks people. It's just one person.
And yeah, it really is. I read about it and like, that's amazing how you do that.
It's just one person. Like, it's not when people are like, "What's up with you guys?" And it's like, "You mean guy?"
Me.
I mean, like, you know, it's a band live, and you know, everybody brings their own stuff to it, which is cool. But it's really just one person.
That's amazing. That's a very, you know, interesting thing to say. To have to be able to control like this whole band and have complete input in everything. So that's awesome.
It gets rough. Because it's like running your own company with yourself as an employee, where it's like, you know, you can only yell at yourself. You know, when like the bad decision gets made, it's like, damn it, James, what did I tell you about that? Like,
but then saying that, you know, you're a one-man band is,
it's fun, but you know, it definitely, like anything else, comes with its good and bad. So definitely. But you know, more good.
Awesome. Well, you know, thank you so much for taking the time out to do this. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Watch punktv.ca for all the best modern rock videos and interviews.